Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you well from wherever you're watching this channel. After watching the CCTV from MBAGATHI hospital, one that showcased the way the deceased body was moved from the car, the police vehicle, to MBAGATHI hospital emergency wing and back to the vehicle, and the timing, I foresee a high-profile arrest. There is going to be a high-profile arrest as a result of that video. One of the people, someone who has been blamed the most right now, is DCI, AMIN.
At 01:35 hours, the same PC Mohammed Hilo Abdullahi again made an entry in the occurrence book.
And based on Okiya Omtatah's statement and several other leaders in this country, they think that DCI did not tell the nation the truth. But if I may defend the DCI a bit here, when DCI had gone to the Senate for the National Security Committee, he shifted his guns on OCS, and he was very specific why he think OCS knows something. That's why the OCS is in custody right now. So in this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to focus more on this CCTV, and there are a couple of reactions on this whole drama, ladies and gentlemen. So before we explore this story further, kindly take this opportunity, go below there and like this video. Subscribe to this channel if you are not subscribed before, and to our existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. First and foremost, before I offer more reaction on this, I will take you through two tweets. One from Maverick AOKO, and the second one is from Cyprian Nyakundi. Now, this is what Maverick AOKO says. The team that arrested Albert and the team that clobbered him to death are different. Fact. Team 1 is purely DCI. Team 2 is a crude amalgamation of DCI, GSU, AAP, NIS drivers. Killer squad. 98% challenges under Murkomen and Lagat. Did you know DCI AMIN was ICC witness? And then Maverick AOKO shared something, a story about 207 that was by the Star, and this is what the story says. Mohammed Amin, in 207, Mohammed Amin, who today serves as the director of director of the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, was holding the position of Provisional Criminal Investigations Officer for Rift Valley Province. During that time, he led investigations into the post-election violence of the 207-208 in the region. So that is what Maverick AOKO shared, ladies and gentlemen, and its reaction to the position of DCI AMIN. Now, why are people blaming the DCI AMIN over this issue, especially after the emergence of this footage? There was a time the CID or the DCI department went to MBAGATHI. They went there to scrutinize the CCTVs there, the footages there. After scrutinizing the footages, they never provided a report. They only channeled their guns on OCS Talam. That is the DCI department. Now, when this footage surfaced, and probably they never expected that it would be shared by Citizen TV. Citizen TV shared the footage yesterday, and we all saw, and we were shocked. We looked at the whole drama, and honestly speaking, going forward, if at all ilikuwa kuna mauongo imepangwa, imefail. Itafail, because how are you going to now protect yourself against this footage which has exposed, imeonyesha wazi kwamba the police were that taken that body there, na they were reluctant because if you go to a place na ni emergency, huwa unafika na haraka wheelchair na anapelekwa mbio kabisa. But you see, hii sio wheelchair ambayo liletwa. It means kwa sababu si wheelchair ililetwa, inamaanisha kwamba they were very sure huyu mtu ameenda. They just wanted confirmation from the hospital kwamba ni kweli huyu ameenda, because unaona kitanda ndio kiletwa pale akaekwa na amefunikwa, so it was clear evidence that alikuwa ameenda. Now let's get back to another reaction from someone by the name Cyprian, because I told you there's something that Okiya Mtata said. I'm going to take you through what Okiya Mtata said. But first and foremost, let us focus on some reactions here from Nyakundi. In fact, the first thing that Nyakundi shares here is a standard newspaper, the Sunday Standard newspaper. And this Sunday Standard newspaper, the front cover is Lagat unmoved. And then down there is a picture of Raila Amolo Odinga, root on this side, and the middle is the deceased Albert Ojwang. Again, the title there is Zero Lessons Learned, and the Gen Z's revolt 1 year later. Zero lessons learned, and we are told that Lagat is unmoved. So let me take you through a certain detailed reaction from Cyprian Nyakundi. Cyprian is telling us something here, that the timeline is collapsing. This is how I've keenly tried to construct the time events. Saturday, June 7th afternoon, Albert is arrested by DCI officers while having lunch at his father's home in Homa Bay. He is briefly held at Mawego police station, then driven towards Nairobi. While in transit, he calls friends who say he is being arrested. Saturday, 9:24 p.m. Albert makes another call, this time to his wife. He says he's arrived in Nairobi and is being taken to Central Police Station. Saturday, 9:40 p.m. Friends rush to Central Police Station. Officers confirm Albert is there, but no one is allowed to see him. Then silence. Sunday, 1:35 a.m. New CCTV evidence. A surveillance camera captures police carrying Albert's lifeless body into MBAGATHI hospital. That means Albert was already dead or near dead by the time. Sunday, 2:35 a.m. Despite the CCTV showing him dead at 1:35 a.m., Albert is officially booked into the occurrence book at Central Police as alive. Sunday, 3:45 a.m. He is entered into the OB again, this time as dead. So what's the problem here? 1. If Albert was already being carried into MBAGATHI at 1:35 a.m., why was he booked in as alive an hour later at 2:35 a.m.? 2. If he called his wife at 9:24 p.m. saying he was at Central, why the 5-hour delay in OB entry? 3. Was he taken somewhere else to be tortured or killed before being booked? 4. Why did police lie all day Sunday claiming his body was at MBAGATHI when it was later confirmed it had been taken to city mortuary? So these are some of the detailed analysis that Cyprian has actually tried to come up with as a result of this issue of MBAGATHI, the body taken to MBAGATHI. Now, people feel that DCI did not tell us the truth.
At 01:35 hours, the same PC Mohammed Hilo Abdullahi again made an entry in the occurrence book. What did he say? Now, Duty Officer IP Nganga and the cell sentry PC Kimani have visited the cells and found, and I'm reading verbatim, more.
You have the extract of the OB, the one you are referring to.
Yes, we have.
You can supply the same to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just reading for purpose of the Hansard.
Okay.
And have found most of them well, apart from the last cell where he found a prisoner named Albert Omondi Ojwang, who was alone in his cells, making a lot of noise while kicking the cell walls.
Why are they saying so? Let me take you through.
Duty Officer IP Nganga and the cell sentry PC Kimani.
If you go to the reaction from Omtata argues that DCI boss cannot lie to the nation and walk scot-free. So in other words, what Omtata is calling for is the DCI to be also forced to resign, just like people are trying to force DIG Langat to resign or to be compelled to resign. So they want the DCI also to be compelled to resign because of a statement he gave during the Senate National Security Committee. So do you think the DCI boss should resign? Just like people are pushing for a DIG Langat to also resign. Do you think the DCI should resign because of the statement he gave during the committee? So is it the person who prepared that statement for him who's supposed to be interdicted, or is he the one to be interdicted? Let me take you through Senator Mungare Okongo. There's something he has said here. Senator Omtata is right. This is not a banana republic where a DCI boss lies under oath and walks scot-free. Perjury is a criminal offense under Kenyan law, punishable by imprisonment. If Director AMIN misled the nation on Albert Ojwang's murder, he must resign forthwith and face arrest like any other citizens. No badge shields one from justice. The truth must come out, or the very spine of our legal order collapses. So, there's a lot of reactions. If you go through other reactions here, the push is to have DCI AMIN to also follow suit and resign, just like people are pushing for the resignation of Langat. Let me take you through the last reaction. This is, I think, in line with Pumwani footages. The Pumwani footages have exposed all of them, right from the CS Interior, Murkomen, IG Kanjan, CID AMIN. All these liars and hypocrites should be arrested and taken to court for lying to the nation and as accomplices to the brutal murder of Albert Ojwang. All of them know something and are persons of interest by trying all means possible to protect the DIG. We demand justice for Albert Ojwang. So the push here is to have all these people resign because they are defending someone. According to the reactions here, they are defending someone. That is why I'm prophesizing a high-profile arrest and interdiction next week. Next week haitaisha. Hii tayari hii video imeembarasa wa serikali, na next week sidhani kama itaisha kama mtu hajashikwa. Mtu atakuwa amewekwa kizimbani. So next week I'm anticipating some arrest. A high-profile arrest, ladies and gentlemen. Next week sidhani kama itaisha kama mtu hajashikwa. Because hii video ime-expose watu wote. So hata kama kuna mpangilio wa kujitetea, so hapa kila mtu anabeba msalaba wake. Mtu lazima atashikwa. So ladies and gentlemen, perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Till you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.